Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to go through the top 10 best class ups in Modern Warfare 3 right now that I've been using on a day-to-day basis while playing this game. And honestly, I don't want to sit here and waste your time. We're going to get straight into the class ups, so let's do this. Now the first class up that we're going to be looking at is the MTZ Interceptor. We all know this gun is absolutely busted. It takes like 2 shots and people are dead, which is absolutely great. The class up right here is the Sonic Suppressor L. We've got the MTZ Black Form Barrel. Now these both improve like the bullet velocity on the gun, which helps a ton, and then a bit of that aiming idle sway on it too. We've got the Slate Reflector, the MCW Blackjack, and the 20 round mag. 10 rounds just isn't enough for this gun. Even though you kill really quick, you still want more bullets. And then we have a bit of recoil control in there too, so it's definitely a good way to go with this gun, and trust me, you're gonna destroy lobbies. It's absolutely perfect. Our second gun right here is the HRM9. This new SMG is insanely good. I love it so much. So we've got the Jack BFB. Now you can actually take this out and put a different attachment on it if you want to. I'd recommend the FTAC Castle Comp. Now the reason I say that is because when you do use the Jack BFB, it will put increased radar detection on the map, so it's kind of up to you if you care about that or not. You know, it's kind of personal preference, but it does give you a lot on the recoil control, making it super steady and pretty much turns it into like an assault rifle too. It's pretty nuts. And then we have the long barrel on here too, which is insanely good. Bullet velocity, all that recoil control, heavy support, 50 round mag, and the folding stock. So we have a mix between recoil control and a bit of movement speed and keeping it quite fast. So you have like kind of like a pocket AR in a way. It's really nice. So I'd highly recommend using this class setup. Next, we have the Bass B, an absolutely insane battle rifle, kills super fast. Now it is a little bit more of a heavy gun, so I wouldn't say you can kind of run around like an SMG player. Yeah, you might be able to pull it off, but a lot of the time, not so much. I'd kind of stick at that medium range. But we've got the Lockshot KT85 muzzle, the heavy support underbarrel, we've got the Venom long barrel, the Slate Reflector, and the STT88 grip. And all this pretty much makes the gun have like hardly any recoil, because this gun has a lot of kick when you shoot it. This tones it down, making the gun easier to control, and you can hit your shots over a longer range too. So highly recommend trying it out and giving it a little go. Next, we have the Striker. I actually really think the Striker is a good gun and it's kind of underrated. The class up that I've been rocking on it is the Sonic Suppressor. We've got the Striker Elite long barrel, Slate Reflector, the series stock, and then we have the 48 round mag, because it does run out of bullets pretty quick, so having the extra like bigger mag is really nice. But it's one of these guns that you can just kind of run around and gun people, and I don't feel people give it enough credit sometimes. So I'd highly recommend giving the Striker a go if you've never used it. Try it out, and I think you'll be surprised at how good this gun actually is. Next up, we got the Hoga, one of my favorite guns in the game. I do like the Hoga a lot. We're using the FTAC Castle Comp. We've got the Match 6 barrel, Slate Reflector, the Morn 20 grip, and the DR6 hand stop. Now a lot of these attachments will help towards the recoil control, making it nice and steady so you can hit your shots over that longer range. We've got the gun kick control, flinch resistance in there, all that sort of good stuff, the bullet velocity and range. But a lot of it is recoil control, because I feel like quite a few people do struggle with recoil, and I like to build my class ups and guns so I can pretty much pick people off across the map if I want to, because there's a lot of snipers who like to sit back there. I like to contest them, I'll be honest. And yeah, the DR6 hand stop is quite nice. It gives you like the sprint to fire speed, the movement speed, so you're not completely sluggish at the end of the day. And the Hoga, it's just a great gun, so definitely try it out. Number 6, the Little Swarm. This gun is nuts. It's actually nuts. So this gun usually does have a lot of recoil, it has a lot of kick, and I mean when you're like shooting it kind of sways all over, but I've toned it down a lot with this class up, so definitely try this one out. We've got the FTAC Castle Comp, we've got the heavy support, we've got the Reckless 90 long barrel, the Fortress heavy stock, and the Marauder grip. Yeah, pretty much everything goes towards gun kick control, recoil control, the firing stability, all that sort of good stuff. Like here we've got aiming, idle sway, the bullet velocity, because like I said, when you shoot the gun it does sway a lot, but with all these attachments it's going to like tone it down, and you can pretty much just run around the map and beam people. But honestly, contest people at the longer range too, because with this build here you could definitely do that, and it's a powerful gun, so definitely give it a go. And I think you'll be surprised at what this little machine can do at the end of the day. It's definitely becoming more and more meta each day, so I'd definitely give it a go if I was you. Next up, we have another assault rifle coming in. This is the MTZ 556. Now this gun for me, I love it, man. It's so steady. It's got a really good fire rate. I just love using it. It's like a bit of a different gun. I don't think you see too many people use it. I definitely don't, but I still think it's a really like top tier gun at the end of the day. So we've got the MTZ Clinch Pro barrel, the heavy underbarrel. We've got the 24 assault grip, the Marauder stock, and then we've got the MK3 reflector. I think the optic's up to you. It's like what you prefer as an optic, but again, a lot of these are towards the recoil control, gun kick, making everything so it's nice and steady, because you know when you're in a gunfight you don't want it to be swaying around and like going all over the place or kicking up too much. You know, you want it to be nice and steady, so I always build my guns around that, so you'll notice that quite a lot. But this gun is just perfect. Medium to longer range is definitely where it's going to perform way better, so if you can do that, give it a go. But at the end of the day, it's still short range. It still get fry people because it's got a good fire rate, so you know you can kind of use it as an all around. But medium range is definitely where it shines the most, so yeah, give it a go. If you never tried it out, you got to try this gun for sure. Next up, we have one of the best SMGs in the game, the Rival 9. As you all know, this is probably like one of the most used guns in ranked play. It's just a really nice gun. It's powerful, good fire rate, hardly any recoil. It does the job, it gets it done. So we've got the Rival C clear shot barrel, the Purifier muzzle brake, the BW4 hand stock underbarrel, the Rival Vice assault grip, and then we got the Marauder stock on there. So you kind of got a bit of everything on here, a bit of gun kick control. Then we have stuff towards like the aim walking speed, movement speed, aim down sight speed. It's an SMG at the end of the day, so you do want to kind of be able to run around with it and get into the gunfights quickly too, which obviously an SMG is all about. But then also you've got all that recoil control if you do need to pick someone off at that medium range, and it's just perfect, man. I absolutely love using this gun. Definitely in rank play you can go a bit crazy with it, so yeah, definitely try it out and you know, let me know what you think. Next, we have the gun that I'd say is probably the best gun in the game. It's meta at the moment. Everyone uses it, the MCW. Now, obviously, I love this baby. In ranked play, it's like the most used assault rifle. It's just a great gun overall. It has everything about it, you know. No recoil, great damage. It's just easy to use, and I think that's why so many people use it. But the class out that I go for is the FTAC Castle Comp. We've got the DR6 hand stop, the MCW Cyclone long barrel, the slate reflector, and then the claw grip as well. A lot of this is like extra recoil control. We've got the hand stop again for the movement speed, sprint to fire speed, because you want that to be a little bit faster. You don't want it like completely like in the mud, because you know, if you do bump into someone, you want to be able to get into that gunfight nice and quickly too. So it's definitely good to have, and obviously having that strafing ability too is really nice. So it's just an overall good build. Like medium to long range is probably where this gun is going to shine the most, or it definitely will shine the most there. But short range as well, it can still compete with SMGs easily. It's just an overall great gun. It's broken. I love it so much. So definitely try it out. And then the last gun I've put on here is actually the SVA. Recently it got buffed, and it's performing like crazy. It's so broken. Like I feel like more people need to try this out right now, because it's definitely becoming a meta gun, and it's insanely strong, and it has like no recoil. It's so steady, it is unbelievable. But we've got the FTAC Castle Comp, the heavy support, the precision barrel, the slate reflector, and the main V6 stock. And honestly, it does not move. It's so steady, and it's killing ridiculously fast. I would say it's literally like rivaling the MCW, like for sure. It's definitely like them two are going head to head, because this gun is so good since they buffed it. I'm glad they did as well, because it's nice to have another gun up there. But yeah, it's a stupidly strong gun, so I'll definitely try out that class setup, and they're all my top 10 class setups. Now, for everything else, like the secondaries and like what kind of stuff I use as like my perks and that, I play a lot of search and destroy myself, so I use stuff to help towards that. Sometimes I run the demolition vest, sometimes I don't. Demolition vest pretty much gives you 2 nades. I like to hit nade spots quite a lot when I play. You can get easy kills from it, so that's why I do that. And then smokes I usually use to pretty much get through certain parts on the map. There's a lot of snipers and such, so I use it to cover myself. Field upgrades, up to you. Portable radar, trophy system, whichever one you kind of want to use. Depends who you're playing against. And then we have marksman gloves. I use that quite a lot. Reduces sway and flinch while ADS. It's quite handy to have. I don't really feel like I need anything else, to be honest. The reload while sprinting is quite nice, but marksman will definitely be my go-to. We've got the covert sneakers, no footsteps when you're running around. Obviously, if you're playing search and destroy, if you manage to get behind them, you don't want people hearing where you are at the end of the day, so that's why I'm using them. And then the last one is EOD. You know, you got nades coming at you across the map in Search and Destroy, claymores, betties, you need a bit of protection. You don't want to get blown up straight away because it's painful and it's a little bit sad, so that's why I use that. But if you're not using Demolition Vest, the only other one I would use is Infantry. Increases the attack sprint duration and reduces the refresh time, so it's a very good one to use. So it kind of depends what I'm feeling in the mood for, but a lot of the time at the moment I've been using a Demolition Vest, so that's the way I go. But hopefully these class ups have helped you out. Hopefully you'll enjoy some of them. If there's any gun you thought that should have made it onto a list, definitely let me know, but these are my go-to guns right now. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the class ups for them. Have a great day everyone, and if you did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. So peace out.